Softly spoken and small in stature, Aung San Suu Kyi has become a powerful international symbol of peaceful resistance, even in the face of oppression.
I've always thought of our meetings as happy ones, basically. They are very disciplined and they're very cheerful. And I think they come because for them it's a taste of democracy. At least they can put their questions to me freely, the sort of questions they've been wanting to ask for a long time, but they have never dared to ask, or the kind of comments that they would like to have made a long time ago but have not been able to make.
Ms. Suu Kyi represents the best hope that one day there will be peace for the people of Burma and that there will be an end to the country's military repression. As a pro-democracy campaigner and leader of the opposition National League for Democracy Party, NLD, Aung San Suu Kyi has spent more than a decade in some form of detention under Burma's military regime. Ms. Suu Kyi's popularity with the Burmese people relates to the fact that she is the daughter of the country's independence hero, General Aung San. He was assassinated in July 1947, just 6 months before independence. Aung San Suu Kyi's wish has always been democracy for the people of Burma.
I don't think there can be any improvement unless the people gain their basic rights and that there's a government which is accountable and transparent.
After studying philosophy, politics and economics at Oxford University in the UK and working in Japan and Bhutan, Aung San Suu Kyi arrived back in Rangoon in 1988 to look after her ill mother. Thousands of students, office workers and monks took to the streets demanding democratic reform. Ms. Suu Kyi was soon propelled into leading the revolt against the then dictator General Ne Win. She organized rallies and traveled around the country, calling for peaceful democratic reform and free elections. And Aung San Suu Kyi was put under house arrest in Rangoon for 6 years, until she was released in July 1995.
We've been living with government pressure and with the government persecution for a long time, and we've got inured to it, and in any case we have made it quite clear that even if they did register the NLD, we would continue with our work. Perhaps we will be arrested, that's always a possibility, we've always accepted that, but that is not going to make us give up.
Aung San Suu Kyi was again put under house arrest in 2000 after trying to travel to the city of Mandalay in direct defiance of travel restrictions. She was released unconditionally in 2002, but just 12 months later, she was back behind bars after a clash between her supporters and a government-backed group. 2007 brought widespread protests in Burma over fuel prices, followed by anti-government demonstrations by Buddhist monks, which were violently ended by the government. Ms. Suu Kyi met some of the monks outside her home. It was her first public appearance since 2003. In 2009, as Aung San Suu Kyi's detention was due to expire, the NLD appealed to the government to release her, saying she was suffering from ill health, but the appeal was rejected. Shortly after, Ms. Suu Kyi was charged with breaching the conditions of her detention. After a trial, she was convicted and sentenced to a further 18 months of house arrest. Critics say the arrest and continued detention were designed to keep her away from the public eye until scheduled elections in 2010.
It's better in the sense that we have a lot more public support. I think the way in which the government persecuted the NLD was so extreme that it has won us a lot of public sympathy.
Amazingly, Aung San Suu Kyi has often said that detention has made her even more resolute to dedicate the rest of her life to represent the average Burmese citizen.